approaching this topic about guilt was indeed one of the greatest revelations that I had while healing myself and while implicitly preparing my book, Being Pyotr Ilyich. What I have understood from what the Divine shared with me is that all the important negative feelings, let's say, that human being faces during a lifetime, which are sorrow, anger, and of course fear, are placed to some extent in the exterior. So almost each time when we face one of these main three categories of feelings, so fury, anger, fear, and sorrow, we tend to find an exterior cause. I mean, someone or something is considered to be the reason why that fear or that anger or that sorrow was born into our soul. On the contrary, what is completely different when we speak about guilt is the fact that it is the only negative feeling which does not have an exterior cause but an inner one. The root of this special kind of feeling is placed within our own being. And because it is placed within us, we have this tendency of feeling the need to pour out as fast as possible this feeling of guilt. It's very hard to bear this feeling. This is why it is probably the feeling which is the most difficult to ever live. Because when you place once again those other negative feelings outside yourself, it's easier for the soul to blame different persons or an exterior phenomenon. But when you place this guilt inside your own being, you can't find other exterior causes. So in this process of trying to unburden as fast as you can of this inner guilt, you will implicitly start a process of evolution, because what you will naturally do will be to try to purify, to clean yourself as taking a shower in order to clean this guilt from your own being. So you will try to become as good as possible, to evolve as fast as possible in order to purify yourself, to manage to take out this feeling of guilt of your own being. So this is why it was explained to me that guilt is the most unbearable human emotion ever, but unfortunately or fortunately, from seeing from above, it produces the fastest and the deepest evolution on a human being, because it forces us implicitly to evolve out of this inner need to purify, to clean, to get rid of this terrible feeling of guilt. So this is why I think, on a very profound level of understanding, the Divine accepted to let us live so many terrestrial lives characterized by such a great feeling of guilt. And I think that probably this is the profound reason why so many religions accentuated so much this feeling that we are all guilty and that we are born out of sin. Although it is very important to know that in the upper dimensions, the Divine never really judges us, and that we are not at all sinners, and that we are not at all guilty, as a matter of fact. But this illusion was probably accepted by the divine, by our Father, exactly because he knew very well that it produces a very important evolution in ourselves, and that guilt is probably the most important tool, the most important instrument to carve into our own spirit.